Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast. The podcast reviews the fucking no, that's not it. That's
But
the Nerdcore Live Show, episode 404. Error not found, and it is a Sunday night, and you know what that means. It's time for some Dune prophecy reviews. As always, it is your nerds. You gotta hear the host of the show alongside my wonderful co-host Brad Young Yoda.
what's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful Sunday night.
Yep, already fucking up. Already fucking up. But it's all good.
We got through one earlier today.
Yeah. I don't know how we can't. Yeah, I don't know how we just can't not do it, right? Brad, before we can get into today's review, how are you doing today, man?
I'm surviving.
Yeah, I know. You're telling me you got a little bit of a cold, Brad.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I hope you're feeling okay, man.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
I'll be all right. So hopefully I'm coming to the end of it. I'm hoping. Medicine's Thursday.
What did you what are your symptoms, Brad? Like you just head cold or something?
It's nasally. It started with like an itchy, scratchy throat, and then it moved into the nostrils and shit. So it's a cold. It's a cold I've had. I get at least 2 colds a year. So it's nothing new.
Yeah. It really sucks, man. But
yeah, I'll live.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I not much going on since the last time we talked, Brad. I just watched I ate a sandwich
an hour ago.
I ate a sandwich for dinner. Turkey, lettuce, avocado, and balsamic vinegar on sugar-free wheat bread.
Yeah, I had some I got some like blueberry goat cheese.
So
I had that. Pretty good stuff. I had it with like pita chips. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's all I've got going on, dude. Quite the episode today for Dune Prophecy.
I have not watched any movies in the time we talked last.
Oh, yeah, just Crash, Brad. That's it.
Yeah.
I started watching Horizon. I'm at the first hour of Horizon.
What is Horizon?
Huh?
What is Horizon? Because you mentioned this to me yesterday or the day before.
It's a Western epic. It's planned to be 4 chapters from Kevin Costner.
Okay.
And the first chapter released.
Oh, I think I remember this.
It didn't do well in theaters, but I what's it called? I started watching it. I got to the first hour. Fucking good, man.
Okay.
Fucking good. I mean, but that's what happens when you have somebody who what's it called? Who loves westerns like Kevin Costner does, and he fucking understands the art of directing and can make a fucking epic film like this. So it feels very grand. I'm not done with it yet, so I can't wait to finish it.
Yeah.
But I need to watch Rio Lobo first.
I think I do remember hearing about that movie.
Yeah.
I want to go and try and finish Juror number 2.
Might as well. You're already 20 minutes in, bro.
Yeah, I'm already 20 minutes in, so I'm like, I was just not feeling it at that time. It just was. I wasn't in the mood.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I'm gonna go ahead and do something here, so that way I can check what you've got left that you can probably get to.
So do you want my list for the most part?
No. I don't want to see your. I don't want to watch your list.
I'm leaving off 2 of them. Though.
How about this, Brad? Give me what you want to watch. What's left for you to watch? That it's a major priority. What's a major priority that you need to get done?
Let me. I know The Substance is on there. That's
yeah.
Everybody's telling me you got to watch The Substance.
Yeah. I hope it's not overhyped for you yet.
No. I still don't know much about it.
Yeah.
There's the one with I think it's A Real Pain. I think that's one.
Yeah, that one you're not gonna get a chance.
I'm not going. Yeah, it comes out on stream in like December 31st.
Right. I mean, we won't be doing the episode until fucking the 6th or 7th.
Yeah, so I might have a chance at that one. That's one I really want to see.
Yeah.
Is A Real Pain.
But yeah, not much for me to tell you about that one, man.
Yeah, not much room there. Let me see. Yeah, The Substance, Juror number 2, possibly.
Yeah.
Mm,
I think having done this podcast with you for a while now, um, I think you should definitely make room for Long Legs, Love Lies Bleeding, Conclave, and The Substance.
okay. What about Kinds of Kindness?
Oh yeah. Oh, Yorgos, man. It's new Yorgos, of
Yorgos.
course, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
Then there's a 3 hour. There's a 3 hour movie, and I'm just going.
Which one?
I'm trying to find it.
I still need to watch Megalopolis.
I think it begins with a B. Yeah, Megalopolis. That's kind of on the list, kind of not. Just because I know it's gonna be.
Oh, you're talking about The Brutalist?
Yeah, The Brutalist.
Brutalist is gonna be in theaters, bro. You're not gonna get that.
Okay.
Yeah, The Brutalist is 3 hours and 35 minutes long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm not even going to bank on the idea of possibly being able to watch The Brutalist.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
that was another one that I was reading about.
Is All of Us Strangers? Does All of Us Strangers count? I need to check that. Because if it does,
There's some where I'm going and I like look it up and it's like it'll be like 2023, but then I'll look it up and it's like it was released in the US in February 2024. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It's because to me, it's like there's so many, premieres of like festivals, like, cool, that doesn't count. To me, what counts is not a limited release, but a wide, full release or streaming release.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm finding is some of my top ones that you don't know of, they were released in the US in 2024.
Yeah.
But they technically came out in the festivals in 2023.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, All of Us Strangers is 2023. That came out in December of last year. So
Piano Lesson I was looking at, but it's on Netflix.
Yeah. And it'll be there.
Emilia Perez was another one that's on Netflix.
Yeah, I know their methods too.
Yeah, Long Legs. I'm trying to see. I don't know. There's anybody in chat. Give me some leads on. Maxine.
Oh yeah, Maxine, Brad.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Yeah, I mean you're already invested.
I'm already at 2 in.
The other two, might as well watch it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean for sure. I mean over on my side, I think what I have left to watch, I need to watch. What's it called? Horizon. You finish Horizon. I want to watch the what's it called? The new Linklater film, Hitman. I want to watch Joker 2, Megalopolis, maybe Juror number 2, and I want to watch Memoir of a Snail because I heard it was a very, very emotional film. And I think
that's the animated one too, right?
Mm-hmm. Animated, yeah.
See, my issue is I think I found my number one.
Yeah.
I want to say I don't think there's going to be any other movie that kind of touches this on the emotional standpoint that I had with it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be kind of difficult, and now it's kind of like, okay, is this better than this one or this one? And I'm running into a lot of movies that I'm watching, and I'm just going like, I don't think this is going to be on my list.
Yeah. Brad, did you get the chance to watch the new Miyazaki?
New Miyazaki?
No, The Boy and the Heron?
No.
Fuck, man.
Is that 2024?
That's 2023, but fuck, dude, I think you really should just sit down and watch the.
Oh yeah. No,
because I don't even think we've done a review. I think we'll put that down because
I know Brenda would like. Me and Brenda always watch like all Miyazaki stuff together.
Yeah. No,
I was looking at I was looking at Conclave. That one looked interesting.
Good.
That one looked
fucking good, Brad. Yeah, fucking good, dude. Very, very surprised with that one. I thought that was fucking good. That one, sadly, I don't think it's in my list, but that one was really good.
Have you heard anything about Ends with Us?
It Ends with Us. Oh, that's the what's it called? That's the what's her name? Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively film based on a book by a guy who I believe was like is a little bit in trouble right now. So
Oh,
Yeah, I also, Brad, my interest was not relying on that,
okay,
because I've seen a lot of other things from people who are in worse trouble. Um, I'll just say I watched that trailer and I was like, yeah, I do not want to watch this. This does
okay.
not look
So it
like
wasn't
anything I want to pay money to watch.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe I'll stick
uh,
with trying to watch Kinds of Kindness. Looks like it's on
yeah.
Hulu.
The piano lesson. Which is that one, Brad?
The piano. So that one looked really interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
The trailer looked really interesting on that, but it's got John David Washington, and then I
Yeah,
think is it another Washington brother who directs it? Yeah, Malcolm Washington. So it's
yeah,
Denzel's kids.
yeah. Well, so I mean, if I were you, and if I were to be choosing right now, I think number one for major priority, Brad, I would go. Number one is the substance.
Hmm.
Um, Number two would probably be. Um, I would probably put number two at Conclave because I know how much you like that type of movie. I would put number three. Um, Fuck it. I think number three. I think you would. I think I'd tell you to really get to We Live in Time. I
We
think
live
that's
in
one of
time.
the. I think it's one of the best performances of this year in Florence Pugh.
See, I was looking for that, but I didn't know what it was on.
Yeah, you gotta look at some other places you might have
Ah,
access to.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
I hear you
yeah,
loud and clear.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stuff you might find.
Okay,
Um, so that would be number three to me.
okay.
Um, Number four, I tell you to really get to what's it called, Love Lies Bleeding. And five, I think because I think I really would like to have a conversation with you about this movie. And I would really like to sit down and have a review. And I would really like to rewatch this movie to see how it plays on a rewatch. But I think you should watch Alex Garland's Civil War.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that one.
Yeah, yeah. I think Civil War for sure. I think I'm sorry, and Long Legs. I'm sorry, I didn't get to tell you Long Legs, but yeah. Number five would actually be Long Legs. Now, just another one that I would want you to get to so we can review it soon. Civil War.
Could you put this on a list for me? Because like I'll have time to watch these.
Yeah, yeah. I'll put in the Slack. I'll put in their in
Because
the
I've
Slack.
just been like I've been bouncing just through random shit.
Meanwhile, he's watching
Just
the
because it
critic.
was there. Like
Yeah.
the bike riders. The bike riders was literally just on a search of like the movie ended and it was in another one, and I'm like, all right, I'll watch
Like,
this
fuck
because
it,
it's
why
got
not?
Tom Hardy. But I mean, unfortunately, nothing to write home about, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, Brad, I'm interested to see. I think we're gonna have a really interesting. What's it called?
We have an interesting list,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I am surprised that there's two movies that I have not named that you have not mentioned yet.
No.
I'm very surprised.
Well, you know my letterbox profile, and there's stuff that I've seen.
I think there's just so many movies. Like I told you about The Critic, and you didn't know about that.
Yeah.
And I just randomly found that. I'm like, okay, it's got Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Interesting film, but I don't think it was done the best.
Yeah.
Ian
I need to
McKellen
look.
killed in the role, though.
Yeah, I need to look at what I have left. It's just that there's a lot of stuff that was in theaters, but I don't know how the fuck you got to some of this stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I need to really look and see what's up.
I mean, is Monkey Man? Monkey Man's probably not on your list.
No, but I really had fun with Monkey Man. I thought Monkey
Okay.
Man was fantastic.
Because I keep looking at that one. I'm like, I don't know if it'd be on my list or not. Like, I know it's probably a cool action film, but I don't know if that's gonna be on my list.
I think stuff like Monkey Man, Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, The Apprentice, stuff
Yeah.
like that is that once you're done with the main priority stuff that I think that you should really get to, definitely watch some of those. Like,
Yeah,
Furiosa,
One of them might make it onto
yeah,
tail end of my list.
Godzilla X Kong, yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm interested to see where you're gonna go with it, Brad. I know you're saying that I haven't mentioned some of these that you watched, and
Mm-hmm.
I think what's gonna happen is that you're gonna say these films, and I'm gonna be like, oh, "Fuck! I fucking forgot about that one." Yeah, But with that said, let's go ahead and get
But
into
it just means it'll be in future reviews. That's what that means.
future reviews. True, it will be in future reviews. And this is also, the cool thing about Brad not doing the whole letterbox thing like I do,
He has
because
no
it's
idea
like
what
I
I'm
don't know
watching.
what Brad's watching. I have no
unless
fucking clue.
I specifically tell him these
Yeah.
movies where I feel like they may or may not be on the list, but some of them I know will not be on the list. So I just tell him.
Yeah, yeah. I really wish you had access to Honora, man. I think, fuck, man, Honora's so good, dude. Honora is so
That was
fucking good.
another one that I wanted to watch, but like you
Yeah,
said, I don't. Is it still in theaters? I think it's still
still
in
in
theaters.
theaters. Yeah,
It's kind of like the A Real Pain. Like
yeah,
I've wanted to watch that movie since it came out, and
yeah,
it's just not available.
yeah. Well, with that said, guys, if you haven't watched this week's episode of Doom Prophecy, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay. This is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect after these words from our sponsors in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, man. Season 1, episode 5. In Blood, Truth. No synopsis yet, but this episode is directed by Anna Forster, based on the novel Sisterhood of Dune, written by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson, and based on the novel Dune by Frank Herbert. Developed for television by Diane Adamujan and Alison Shapker. This episode is written for television by Carlito Rodriguez and Leah Benavides Rodriguez. I wonder if they're related. And executive story editor is Suzanne Rubel. The episode stars Emily Watson, Olivia Williams, Travis Fimmel, Jodie May, Sarah Sophie oh my god, I keep fucking Nina, Chloe Leah, Chris Mason, Shalom Brune Franklin, Mark Strong, Jade Anuka, Edward Davis, Josh Helston, that bastard, Feline Cunningham, Aofi Hines, and more. And Taboo, who plays Sister Francesca, who I did not know this, but Taboo is a major fucking deal in Bollywood, man. Like she, I was listening to the interview section after the episode, and she's like, yeah, this is like one of the biggest names in Bollywood films. I was like, wow, okay, I believe it. But yeah, with that said, Brad, let's see if we have any trivia here. I doubt it because we don't even have,
it just came out.
yeah, we don't even have a synopsis, no trivia at all. All right, Brad. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Brad, what are your initial thoughts on episode 5?
Trivia: Tula is a horrible mother.
Got that right.
I think the last episode was better for me. I don't know. I just feel like we have one episode left this season. There were a lot of reveals in this. There was a little bit of action going on into it. But I don't know if it kept that momentum from the last episode we had, having to go into the literal last episode of this season. I don't know if this episode like kind of continues that. It slowed down a little for me. But other than that, I did like the like, oh, what's our plan B? Since Desmond kind of thwarted all that shit. Oh, we're gonna send Francesca in there to woo the Emperor back. Also, I didn't know his son was from a total another mother, so that was news to me. That there's some family dynamics in this that are just crazy. We have Lila now with multiple personalities disorder, which I think is going to come into play to Valia's I think that's going to come to play and to end Valia at some point. Maybe not this season, but I think Lila is going to have that Raquel's granddaughter kind of get in there and just like stab Valia. That's how I think that Valia ends. The Atreides arc is all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be interesting. We basically have the princess there with Atreides, and it sounds like she's probably going to release him. That's my guess. A lot of interesting stuff happened in this, but I don't know if it kept the same momentum as last episode.
All right. Still a step in the right direction for me, Brad. I think that this episode was good. Don't think it's as amazing as the last episode, but I love that we're really getting the ground moving here, man. And we are kind of sticking with the same quality as the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have some fucking answers to be definitely answered. We have some questions that need to be answered next episode for sure.
Unless they're planning another season.
I really do think it might be another season, Brad.
I'm thinking it might be another few seasons because you know how Dune is.
Which I don't mind. I think it's good that we want to do this. I just think that we should get more episodes in this next season.
Yeah, I mean, I think 10. I think 10 would have been a good number.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm sorry that burp really took something out of me.
I just want to say the sisterhood is like is in all kind of disarray right now.
Yeah, I mean, what's the shit behind what's her name is back? Against the older woman. What's her name, Brad?
Are we talking which sisterhood? Like we have like 80 of them.
Well, because
there's Valia, there's Tula.
Yeah, Tula. Like the fact, like what she's doing with Lila and and the other girl. Like, I mean, behind that one, like I think there's like a clear distinction, Brad. Like to me, Brad, this really feels like the split of the Roman Empire. It's coming, where you have the Roman Catholic Church and you have the Eastern Orthodox Church.
Yeah,
like it really feels like that's where we're heading with the sisterhood. We are getting closer to getting the answers we want about Desmond, and the fact that he very much is bloodthirsty and is willing to just do what the Emperor needs him to do.
Well, also he holds a grudge against the sisterhood for very obvious reason. His mother was a part of the sisterhood, and she dumped him off into the middle of the desert, apparently.
Yep, and which, like, look, man.
And on top of it, killed all the male. All the portion on his dad's side.
Yeah. Which is like, look, if you're gonna leave your kid somewhere, I don't think leaving him in Arrakis is the best of choices. Because like that kid's gonna get eaten by a fucking sandworm.
I mean, that's just saying like I want my kid to die. Like that's just you're setting them up for failure right there.
Pretty much.
Or he becomes, godlike from that. Which Desmond kind of has that going, and now we know from.
I don't think he's godlike. I think he's just got lucky, bro.
He's touched with something. With the spice, I don't know. I don't know if that'll ever fully be explained. But now we know there is some kind of virus. That's what them spontaneously combusting is this virus that Desmond can seemingly control somehow.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet that that what's it called? That this whole virus is the whole reason they have that thing in the whole fucking monologue that she repeats to herself, Lady Jessica, where she goes, "Fear is the mind killer." Like, I'm pretty sure this is where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Because it's whatever this virus is, it's attacking the fear section of the brain. And
which might explain why Sister Jin isn't being attacked by it. Maybe because she's not afraid of it.
No. Well, she is the oldest one in the sisters, so
yeah.
She was there for, Raquel's time, so
she's seen a lot. Sister Jin's the one's watching Lila right now.
Yeah, Sister Jin. I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought that was Brad. I thought that was Tula.
No. So Tula is Valia's sister.
Yes, where's Tula right now?
So Tula is running around trying to get Lila, Sister Raquela, all. But Jen is the
Okay,
young one she pulls
Tula
out
is
to
the
watch.
older woman.
Yeah.
Tula's
So she's
okay, so there
Valia's
we go.
sister. But you have the gray haired woman who is like, I don't know, Sister Agnes or
Yeah,
Iael or I don't fucking know. But Jen is the younger one that she pulls out the class when they're all like putting their hands over the flame.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I mean, basically, Brad, we can come to the assumption, and I think it's pretty easy to make the assumption that Tula is Desmond's mother.
Yes. That I think that's what
Half
they're
Harkonnen,
telling us.
half Harkonnen, half Atreides.
Well, and I think that's why she has such a fearful look in her face. Is yeah,
Yep,
it's the past coming back to haunt her.
yep. Which part of me wonders, like, does she remember having that child?
I would imagine she remembers having.
I think she would, right? Like,
I would
but
imagine because you think about it. I mean, the Harkonnens themselves aren't a great family household, so they probably didn't help her. She was probably trying to keep it a secret, especially if she's trying to go towards the sisterhood. And
yeah,
then on top of that, she killed like the Atreides portion of the family, so she can't necessarily drop them off there.
yeah,
So she just kind of put them in a wasteland and said sayonara.
yeah. Um, Lila was taken control of by her sister Raquella.
Yes. Yeah,
So
and Raquel was doing science experiments during that time.
yeah, and I love how the she was just like, what the like she opens that door and says all that shit, and you're like, the fuck, like what the fuck, like the other woman's like, the fuck is happening here? Like, what is going on?
What are you doing?
Yeah, Sister Agnes is like, what the fuck is going on here? Um,
And
but
Tula's like, shut your mouth, go the fuck back, and don't say
look
anything.
back. Yeah. And it's just it's getting crazy, man. Oh, and then Sister Francesca comes in and disrupts everything now.
Yeah, Sister Francesca from like out of nowhere comes in, and now her son is leading the fleet because
Yeah,
he turns in Atreides. So
which
yeah,
fucking
which
bastards,
pisses
man.
off the queen to no end.
Yeah.
Because now apparently she's going to have a relationship with Desmond.
Yep. Well, you felt it when he first saw her. I was like, oh, this is opening something.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah,
but
his feelings for Francesca are back.
but who knows what's going to happen because I mean I have a feeling that the princess is going to release Atreides. Who knows what he's going to do, or if they just get the fuck off the planet.
Yeah. Well, this puts Princess Inez in a really complicated situation. She already went against her father by fucking yeah.
She's not agreeing to anything her father's doing.
Yep.
So there's that. She doesn't trust in Desmond, so there's that. Considering she does want to still be part of the sisterhood. So there's a lot of like mixed family emotions and drama going on in this area.
Yeah. It's getting really good, man. It's getting really good, and yeah, there were some shots in here where I was really fascinated with the special effects. I think they did a really good job with that. But overall, I mean, I think it's getting really good here, Brad.
Yeah. The action scenes I did enjoy when they try to blow Desmond up, and at the very last minute he saves himself. But then he thinks it's like divine intervention, so it's like I don't know. I think you just had the good shield at the right time, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't divine intervention. I think you just knew what that shit was.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but yeah, he the fucking Atreides kid now is behind bars.
Kinda hanging in the air.
Kinda, yeah,
suspended.
Yeah. Which was really interesting to see Inez use the what's it called thing to like try to read his mind.
Yeah, where she's actually using the click. The click.
But and he's like, yeah, I actually did care about you, but like my duty is to my cause.
Yeah, to the Imperium. Which,
Imperium.
I mean, I think it's real when Francesca was talking to her son. Constantine,
Yeah.
and she mentions your father leads with fear because he's afraid. That's how he makes his
Mm-hmm.
decisions, whatever he's afraid of. And she says, "You don't have that. That's what makes you a better leader."
Yeah. But I feel like that decision to put like that's a really stupid decision. Like when they put Joffrey on the throne, Brad.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Do I think Constantine has the ability to be a good leader? Yes. Is it right now? I don't know.
Absolutely not. I think he's
Probably
I
not. Probably doesn't
think he's a
have
fucking
enough
idiot.
knowledge. Yeah, to be given a whole fleet, questionable.
Very
Um,
questionable.
but I think it's the sisters Hail Mary at this point because they weren't able to kill Desmond. And so they send Francesca in there to woo the Emperor. But my guess is Desmond's going to kill the Emperor, and that's going to put the Queen on the throne, or at least Inez or someone. That's my
Uh
feeling.
I don't know about that. Cause yeah, I don't know about that.
Or the
But yeah,
Queen's going to
bro.
kill the Emperor. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy, man. It really is, bro. It really is. And dude, really just uh, really into where we're going right now.
I just don't know
And
how they landed in one episode. I don't think you do. I think
uh,
they have a whole another season coming.
I think so too, Brad. I think we have another season coming, and I don't think you really wrap up everything that's going on here. But I hope that the viewership is there to get that second season,
Yeah.
because like now it's like, hey, we should probably do it. Like we're gonna leave it in this, like, but overall, I don't remember what I gave the last episode, Brad. I'm pretty sure I gave it like an 8.
hmm
I think I said like, oh, I'm finally getting into my 8s here, and I'm willing to stay on the same thing. I think I'm giving this an 8, Brad. Out of
I
10.
think I
You,
think it was
Brad?
pretty close to that. I think it was 8 or 8.25 or something. Um, I'm gonna give this a 7.5. Like I said, I don't think it's as good as the last one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, man. I think it's fantastic. I think I'm glad that the second half of the season is playing better than the first half,
hmm
because you know
it needed to. It
it
needed to
needed to.
have
It needed to
some
badly.
some steam going, momentum
Yeah,
going into the last episode.
yeah, for sure. But with that said, yeah, man. With that said, that concludes our review of Doom Prophecy episode, season 1, episode 5. As always, you can join us at thenerdcore.com, at the Nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/the Nerdcore. That is a place where you can go ahead and get some early access to episodes, like like our main reviews right now, and you can get them ad free early, and you can chat with us in the live stream. Um, that's pretty cool. You can go check that out for just $1 a month. Um, the Discord link is in the description below, so you can talk to us about this show and tell us what you think about it. And well, what do you think? Are we going to get a second episode, a second season? I really do think we might get a second season, Brad.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I'm thinking that's the
yeah.
only way I think they can conclude this
Yeah.
into any form.
I'm also not on Twitter, so I don't exactly understand or know how the internet is reacting to this right now.
Yeah,
Um, Reddit seems to be whatever, like half and half on it so far. They're kind of waiting to see how it ends.
yeah, that's Reddit usually,
Yeah, but
unless it's
like
True
I don't know
Detective
how the
season 4.
yeah I don't know how the internet is really honestly. When I say the internet, I'm talking about Twitter. I don't know how the hell the Twitter's reacting to this. Um, but I know that it doesn't have me, all over the moon like fucking Penguin did.
Yeah,
But
not towards the end anyway.
yeah. But with that said, you can also what's it called? Expect us tomorrow live on Patreon for our next Howard Hawks review, which is going to be Rio Lobo. And of course, we want to thank our wonderful patrons that make it possible. Brad, yeah, man, I don't think we got anything else for y'all. That's all we got for you guys. I'm gonna try to possibly stream tomorrow when I come back from work. I don't know. It really depends if I finish the movie tonight. But with that said, Brad, let's go ahead and get him out of here.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being host as always. Thank to all those who join us in future chats. Thank you to our listeners out there, Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, don't sniff the spice. Young Yoda out.